the pressure of her coming out, I've never, oh my gosh, like, hey you guys, welcome to the channel. First, that's twinning. That's my brown skin twin. Look at this. Look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. If you're here, y'all are obviously here for the story time about how we got this gorgeous girl earthside, okay? So let's get right into it. The week of her birth, I already knew I was gonna have her that week. I've been knew weeks earlier, like that God was leaning towards that week. I was literally telling everybody I'm having my baby in that week. Everything in life is pointing to she's coming that week. Exactly how it happened when I had Romello. I started having dreams that I needed to prepare to have her, and I already knew that because I was already moving in that direction. Week of comes and I'm just like waiting because like I don't know a specific day. I'm like, I've did all that I needed to do before the week even started. I ended up having a doctor's appointment for an ultrasound that Monday. I had my OB appointment that Tuesday, and then I had a nail appointment that Wednesday. And I wanted to go to all of those things. I wanted to go to the ultrasound. I had actually prayed that God would allow me to have another ultrasound. And so when the new doctor had got scheduled an ultrasound that week during my 38th week, I was like, I knew weeks earlier, I say, God is allowing me to get what I asked for, and then I'm going to have my baby. I knew I wanted my nails done. I literally I made the appointment intentionally like earlier than my scheduled appointment because I wanted to have my nails done when I had the baby because I knew it was going to be a while. So I scheduled it. It was that Wednesday. And so I made it to all of those things. If you watch this video, you will know that I made it to all of those things. And then Thursday came, and through the middle of the night, I knew like that my body was working. Like during the day, it would be nothing, but overnight, I would see like me losing my mucus plug every time like I would wake up. So this Thursday, I literally like I just was like, okay, but my body has made much progress, more progress overnight than any of those other days. So I was cleaning up my kids' room, and I was like making sure like if I forgot anything, it was like put together, it was packed, it was ready. Anything else she needed, I had literally sent like my husband here a list like, we need these last few little things, and I need these last few little things, so can you get these? He was gone that day, and he was like, when I come home, we're gonna go outside so you can get outside. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. He came home, and I don't think we were gonna go outside, like, but I reminded him like, remember you said we were gonna go outside, because I wanted to go outside. So we leave. I have no contractions the whole day, nothing. We leave, we go to Five and Below. We left there, we went to the Dollar Tree because Chosen lost his bottle in Five Below. Rewind. While we were in Five Below at the checkout, I had my first real contraction, and I was like, here. I was like, that was real. Like, I know that was freaking real. And he's like, well, we right across the street from the hospital in case you go into labor. But I didn't have another contraction or anything. We got to Dollar Tree. I came out of Dollar Tree. I had another contraction, like a real one. I was like, that was real. Like, it was longer and everything. But that was it. We went to Wingstop. You know, it took time. It's time in between because we have to get to the places. I went in the places and was doing stuff, came out. So they're far apart. We get to Wingstop. We had to order. We had to wait. Like, so if we were waiting. And Kier and Mello went to Wingstop. And while they were in there, I was recording for the vlog. And I had a contraction, like another real one. But even though we are right by the hospital, I'm like, they're so far apart. It's like, let's just, like, we're gonna go home. You seeing them? She's so, listen, look at that. You're so beautiful. I love you. Oh my gosh, like, guys, I love her. We make it all the way back home, not by the hospital anymore. Guys, why? When we walked in the door, my contractions went from far apart to 2 minutes apart immediately. I mean, immediately. They went from nothing to something. Like, and I was like, this cannot be real life. But before that, I forgot to mention that earlier in the day, Holy Spirit literally spoke and was like, last day. Bless you. And then also on the car ride back from Wingstop to home, Holy Spirit said, do not eat. And so I was like, wow, but I'm hungry and we just got Wingstop and I want to eat. But I'm like, okay, fine. I did not even get to eat my Wingstop because we didn't even make it in the house. So they started happening and I was like, I'm just gonna go get in the bath because I'm gonna see, like, is this real or not? I go run the bath water and then I call my friend and she was like, you're in labor. She was like, you're in labor. And I was like, no, because they just started happening. And even though they're 2 minutes apart, they're not long enough. And I haven't been having them long enough. And she's like, no, please don't get in that bath. Please go to the hospital. And I was like, all right, I'm going to call Kier up here and ask him what he thinks. And then we can go from there. I looked at the bath water and I'm like, you're going to have this baby. Like, I didn't really feel like it for real, but I'm like, if you want to have that baby in this water, either get in the bathtub or don't. And then I just decided just go to the hospital because if you know, if you have an unassisted home birth, it's just like a process. And it took me like 10 months to prove that Mello was freaking alive. And I just was like, no, hospital will do all of that. So I just called him up and I was like, my friend was like, she thinks I'm in labor. We should go to the hospital. What do you think? And he was like, let's go. We were not even in the house 15 minutes. You're talking to me? You don't want to sit down. We were not even in the house 15 minutes. And he just put the kids back in the car. And he put my stuff, because it was packed right down there by him, in the car. And then he helped me go put my pants back on because I had like undressed to get in the bed. And we get in the car. We have Romello and Chosen in the back. So I was like, okay, we didn't even know if Kier was like going to be there for her birth. You happy about something? He drops me off at the front. He goes in there and takes me to the emergency room and he gets somebody to like come out and wheelchair me in. They check me in. He leaves to go drop the boys off at his mom's. They take me up there. They put me in triage. They check me. I'm 9 centimeters. I'm already 9 centimeters. I had on Mello's blue headphones because they were helping me to like really put my mind in such a place to, you can't ignore the pain, but to just get through them, being like as calm as possible. And I also, the whole time I was listening to this song, I'm gonna put a screenshot of the song. And then when I wasn't listening to the song, I just was telling myself, I am strong. You are strong. You are made for this. You can do this. The Lord is with you. Like, you are strong. I just literally kept telling myself that if I ever felt like I was having a weak moment and like I just couldn't do it or something, I just was talking out loud. And so I was 9 centimeters. Kier was not there. And the midwife who delivered her was like, we can just break your water and get this over with. And I was like, but my husband isn't here. Like, so let's just let my body do what my body is going to do. Because I really want him to be here for this moment. This is my last child, our first daughter. So I want him to be here. And so I FaceTimed Kier. And he was on FaceTime with me the whole time I was in triage. And he literally walked in the hospital and was looking for me as they were moving me to labor and delivery. And as he got up there and then they broke my water. Like I didn't tell him to record, but he just recorded, thank God. And from that moment he got in there, he pressed record. Y'all can see the rest of that if y'all want to go see the video. They broke my water and it was crazy because if you go back and watch that video, I prayed. There's so much power in prayer. The devil, he tried it for real, because literally almost everything that I prayed against tried to like come about. I prayed against excess blood for me, no blood issues with her, no lung issues. And that's not in our video, but actually literally all of those they tried to make it seem like those were all problems. Like her breathing, she was struggling breathing. They thought I was bleeding too much. Her heart rate was going down, so they thought like something was going to be wrong. But that was pretty much it. I didn't get an epidural. It was a natural birth. It was extremely painful. I'm not gonna hold you. She scarred me for life. I do not want to push out any more kids. My 3 boys came out in 2 or 3 pushes, and they were so easy. Like, they were down there. She was like still further up there, and I had to really push her down. And I was so mentally and emotionally drained. I really like didn't know how I was going to get her out. But one thing about it, when that doctor said to me like her heart rate is dropping, you have to get her out, baby, that was all you had to tell me. Because if y'all go watch the video, y'all can see she told me that, and I pushed my girl out. Because no, ain't no C-section, ain't no nothing gonna be wrong with my girl. God promised me this baby, and she's just fine. She's coming out, and all is gonna be well, and all was well. And that is the story. I have always had fast labors, and the Lord really has blessed me and graced me. But my girl did her big one. I don't want no more. You scarred me. After I got her out, I was so mad. And because I was in so much pain, like the pressure of her coming out, I've never, oh my gosh, like, y'all know labor is already like, it hurt. The pressure to get this girl out, sorry, I'm so sorry, was like it was like no pressure I ever felt in my life. It was absolutely a spiritual experience, and the Lord was absolutely speaking to me on a whole nother level, trying to get her out of me. When she got out, I was so mad, and I just knew that God helped me, because I really didn't have the strength to push her out. And if they didn't tell me like something was going to the left, I probably wouldn't have even pushed that hard. But I just had to get her out naturally, and without me being cut up. So I got my girl out, and here she is. Like, God, he outdid himself. 20 now. He out, baby. He outdid himself with you, girl. He outdid, and she already know. She said, I'm not new to this, we true to this. I'm already camera ready. I disgusted you. Listen, we be looking. This is my baby. This is my baby. But thanks for tuning in for this video.